Fred Vasseur, who has fixed Ferrari's issues ranging from technical to strategy to pit stops, is now facing his most difficult challenge as a race-winning team chief. And that includes managing two drivers, one of whom represents Ferrari's future, and the other of whom is battling to secure his place in Formula One. After Vasseur informed him in January that this would be his final season as a Ferrari driver, Carlos Sainz charged out of the gate, stamping his power over teammate Charles Leclerc. Sainz finished on the podium in his first 3 races of the championship, including the Australian Grand Prix, and was only behind Leclerc in the standings because he missed the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix due to an appendectomy. The fact that he won in Melbourne 16 days later further enhanced Carlos Sainz's magical comeback story in the early chapters of 2024. On the eve of the Chinese Grand Prix, Leclerc made a fairly gracious declaration. "I think it's as simple as he's doing a better job. He's just been stronger. He's driving at a very high level, which I think is great for the team. It's great for me as well. I've been working a lot on that, and normally when I work on points, I'm quite confident on improving pretty quickly, so I'm not worried. But obviously, now I need to show that on track." In the last circuits of the Shanghai Sprint, the Ferrari teammates went wheel to wheel, there was a moment of contact, and Leclerc emerged victorious. Although he said on the radio that he believed Sainz was racing him harder than the others, Leclerc maintained his calm post-race, stating that his teammate was a bit over the limit due to contact, but adding, "To be honest, I have crossed the line myself in the past." After commenting about his filthy tires from his encounter with Fernando Alonso, Sainz made a semi-mea culpa, saying, "I apologize if I did something over the limit, but we were all racing really hard, and I was trying my best to keep it under control out there." The Spaniard, like the rest of us, should have known what was coming next. Lining up 6th and 7th on the Chinese Grand Prix grid, with Leclerc leading, the Monegasque driver made it plain he was not going to lose to his teammate in another Grand Prix, running him out wide to prevent the Spaniard from passing him at the start. This time, it was Sainz who was upset. "I'd rather not comment, but it's obvious that it cost us both positions." And therein is Vasseur's problem. Places and points are Ferrari's bottom line, which the drivers cannot cross. It's great for teammates to compete for position, and it's exciting for viewers if they do so in a wheel-to-wheel war, but they should never do anything that harms the team's bottom line. In China, Leclerc and Sainz each disobeyed the rule once. Had Leclerc and Sainz not clashed in the sprint, with the Spaniard utilizing the Monegasque driver's vehicle to aid him reach the apex, Leclerc may have challenged Perez for 3rd place. Had Leclerc not pushed Sainz wide, allowing George Russell to overtake them both, Leclerc would not have spent the greater part of 8 circuits attempting to pass the Mercedes, a task that proved much more difficult for Sainz. 4th and 5th at the line, with Leclerc only 8 seconds behind P2's Lando Norris, who also used a one-stop strategy, it raises the question of what may have been. It also begs the issue of what measures, if any, Vasseur will take next. He said on Sunday that he didn't speak with them following the sprint, allowing them to work things out on their own. Clearly, it did not work, with the Frenchman now stating that he will discuss their Sunday antics since, while there was no contact, it was not the best. Vasseur must tread a fine line between the driver Ferrari hopes for in the future and the driver whose 2024 championship serves as a test for a 2025 race seat, thanks to a decision Vasseur helped make in January. Vasseur must lay down the law for his drivers, since the team comes first has always been the team's motto. After all, Ferrari was the only team capable of competing with Red Bull until China. The last thing the squad wants is to lose the momentum they've gained via foolish fights and acts of petty retribution. However, play nice does not seem to affect either driver's thinking.